Can you cook? You got the skills, you got the look. Believe in yourself. Frytol Enriching life. Frytol Enriching life. Wanna be a star. Frytol Enriching life. Wanna own a business. Frytol Enriching life. Climb to the top. Frytol Enriching life. Frytol Enriching life.
Hello and a very warm welcome once again. Welcome to the Frytol Enriching Lives cooking competition. This is the biggest reality TV show I'm sure you've been following week after week. Wow, all that tension. We are actually down to 4 contestants. 6 of them have been evicted over the last few weeks. Can you imagine that? Well, do you remember what happened last week? Each of the contestants had to come up with a 3-course meal in which to impress the management team of a high-end company. Let's just go for a quick recap. Stay tuned.
The task for today is you are limited on cash and yet you have to produce 2 portions each of a 3-course meal, a starter, an entree, and a sweet or dessert with 150 Ghana cedis. But I'm going to pull one surprise on them. And the reason I'm going to pull that surprise on them is that there are times that you have planned a menu with a client. From nowhere, the client calls in to say, I want a modification. Now, this is the surprise. I don't want to see all the carbohydrates you just mentioned to me, but I give you mine, Exceller Gold. Georgina, you have been saved and you are going straight into the next contest, the final, and you are standing to win the 100,000 Ghana cedis. Congratulations, and you can go to the lounge and take that necessary rest. Congratulations, Georgina.
Welcome back. Wow, well done to Georgina. She did really well. Well, as you saw, we have 3 of them up for eviction. We've got George, Ganiu, and Albert once again. Oh my God, what is going to happen? Let's just take a look and see who finally got sliced out of the competition. Stay tuned.
The contestant with a heavy heart, filled with fear, excitement and hope, await the call to meet the judges. Their bags are packed as they wonder which of them is going home today. Which of the contestants will be heading out of the Frytol Enriching Lives competition today?
Chefs, you're welcome once again.
Thank you, Chef.
Very much aware it's the Frytol Enriching Lives. And for where you have gotten to, before we even proceed with what we're about to do in the boardroom, I want to congratulate each and every one of you. For you to have been selected to be the final 10 around the nation to be in this competition, congratulations. And for you to have come all the way, outlived all the evictions, and to be very close to the final, it tells you that there's something in you that you don't take for granted. Therefore, at this moment, I want to say all of you are winners in your own way. You have displayed skills and competencies that we think are so beautiful. I wish I could take all and put it together and with an average of skill, but this is a soft one, I can't do that. But what I'm saying is that whatever skill you have inherent in you and the ones you have imbibed in addition on the Frytol Enriching Lives program, do not play down on any of them. Take them seriously, and I know you're going to be success in your future endeavors. And again, for you to have represented your regions adequately, your regions will be proud of you. From the Ashanti region to the northern sector and the Greater Accra, I know the regions are so proud of you. And definitely for it being a competition, one of you will have to go. But that does not mean you didn't represent your regions well. You have done what you have to do. And I say congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Gentlemen chefs, contestants, I also am very proud of each of you. And in the time that we've spent together, you have each presented something to me that I'll remember, a dish that I'll remember for the rest of my life. And for that reason, I'm very grateful to have worked with you all. But unfortunately, this is the time that we have to end the journey for one of you. And we're going to give you a little bit of feedback on our decision-making that brought us to the conclusions that we've reached. And I'll start with you, Albert. If I was to award this last challenge on the appetizer, you would win hands down. Your creamy vegetable soup was something that blew my mind absolutely, and I'm so grateful to have had it. I was less than overwhelmed by your main dish, and your dessert also left things lacking, but the appetizer for me was an absolute winner, and I want to congratulate you for that.
Thank you.
Abdul Ganiu, for me, your absolute winner was the mango lime dessert. I can still savor the balance of flavors right now, this much time later, and I'm very grateful to have had that. I felt that your starter, the deviled eggs, was a bit underwhelming, even though you were creative enough to create an avocado cream, which was something I'd never seen before, and your own homemade mayonnaise. But at this level of competition, that was a bit simplistic for the competition that you're in the middle of. And I felt similarly about your chicken and rice dish. The chicken and rice was delicious, beautifully presented, with the exception of the ketchup, which just brought the standard down, in my opinion. So that's my opinion about that. I think, Pajon, you'll speak about.
Yes, Frederick, your guacamole and that salami you added, if you had maybe fried the salami, it might have given that a bit of an oomph. And it was a bit too bland. Your dessert was also not at the standard that we've seen you produce in this competition. But for me, the chicken medallion and what did you call that? The basil, garlic basil rice salad. That was really super. And I think if you keep doing things like that, it will take you quite far.
Well, Albert.
Chef.
Probably I want to go vernacular a bit. Mpempensua yedui. So wo nyame bia. Ganiu. Timpale Shallingo. If you have any God, this is the time. George Frederick. Heni wo shene. Koye nyomo koe. Bilene. The judges have collated our marks, and you heard the comments that helped us to come up with the marks that we had. And you can see I just opened the envelope and I have the votes. In the judges' marks, one person stood out, but two of you were at par. But the votes also have come in. It looks as if you guys are really serious, because if you look at the numbers of the votes that you have pulled up here, it tells me that you are serious. And when you start your own businesses, you can really sell. That said, there's definitely some discrepancy here. There's some differences here. And adding that to our marks is going to tell us exactly what the total result is going to be. Yes. George Frederick. Again, I want to congratulate you for all the way and for all you have done in this competition. Melissa said, all of you brought some recipes that resonate with us. Even me, there are recipes that I'm going to employ and add to my repertoire. Ganiu, congratulations for coming this far and for having represented the Northern sector so well. Not just the Northern region, the entire sector, you represented them so well. And we are grateful. Remember, you are so cool in the kitchen, and that is a positive thing. You never get stressed up. Don't let that go off you anywhere you find yourself. Albert?
Yes, Chef.
Ashanti region wants to applaud you for how far you have come. You are a student graduate. You have not had enough practice in the industry. But for you to have pulled all the way from auditions to this time, almost to the final, we want to say congratulations.
Thank you, Chef.
Hold up the skill, hold up the competencies you have acquired here, and don't let go. What it means is that this will be the last time that I'm getting the opportunity to congratulate one of the three chefs sitting before me. George, Frederick, Ganiu, and Albert.
Chef.
One of you have decided to let go of the 100,000 Ghana cedi business investment in this competition. And I can't do anything otherwise but to slice that person off the competition. With 70 being the highest, one of you got that from the judges, and two of you were at par with 60 each. The voters had 30 to add to. One of you got the 30 easily, and so one person clearly is out. There are other two of you whose votes were so close, but definitely has made the separation for us. And to be sliced off the Frytol Enriching Lives competition is do you have any drink, Melissa? Any drink on you? I need to moisten my throat a bit. But the one to be sliced off the Frytol Enriching Lives competition clearly is Ganiu. You've been sliced off the Frytol Enriching Lives competition. Congratulations for how far you have come. We wish you well.
Escaping the last eviction is a great relief. Making it to the finals, it's a great feeling. It's amazing. This is what I've always hoped for, and finally, I'm here to compete for the 100,000. I know very well that the God I started with will surely accomplish what he started.
George, Frederick, and Albert, what it means is that you have sailed through to the final stage of the competition. And again, I say congratulations.
Thank you, Chef.
I've been a little overwhelmed these past few days, but I'm glad I made it through. I'd like to thank all my friends and family who helped me with their votes and support, with their kind words of encouragement when I was feeling the pressure the most. I'd like to thank God for also allowing me to be able to come this far in the competition, because I wouldn't be here without him. But I know that now is the final lap, and it's time to put all my eggs in the singular basket so that we shall win this 100,000 Ghana cedis, and we shall be called the Frytol Enriching Lives Champion family. Thank you.
It's so unfortunate that I've been sliced off from the Enriching Life competition, and I actually don't have a regret because I know it's all Allah's doing and he knows best. So I thank him so much for the far he has brought me, and I thank my family and friends out there who supported me from day one up till today. I thank you so much. I won't forget of my brothers, the benevolent family, I'm so grateful to your effort. May Allah bless us all. And I also thank the judges. Wow, Chef Joe, thank you so much for whatever you have given me. I came here, excuse me to say, like an empty barrel, but today I feel that I've gotten something. And I thank you so much and your co-judges. And I would thank the production team, especially the troublesome one, Mark. You've done a great job. Thank you so much. And may Allah bless us all.
Welcome back, viewers. Oh, that was so unfortunate. Yakubu, Ganiu, sliced out of the competition. Ganiu represented the northern region, not just the northern region, but all the other regions, Upper West, Upper East. He did such a good job in repping the north of Ghana. I know that gentleman will do really, really well. But as you saw, his marks were very, very close to that of George. But just due to voting, as we keep harping, it makes a big difference. It's not just up to our judges as to who stays in the competition. You, our viewers, you, our loyal consumers, also have a say. So make sure you keep voting. The prize, a 100,000 Ghana cedis business investment. Not a small feat, not a small investment. This is serious, a serious opportunity for one of the lives to be enriched in such a way that their dreams will be made to come true. Well, in the studio with me today is Mrs. Dinah Darko. She's a senior brands manager for Wilmar Ghana. Dinah, you're welcome to the studio.
Thank you, Julia. It's a pleasure.
Wilmar Africa seems to be taking center stage when it comes to the food manufacturing segment in this country. Tell us about it.
Well, for us at Wilmar, our vision is to meet the consumer at every need point when it comes to food. That's why you find us playing in different food segments. We want to make sure that when you think food in every home in Ghana, Wilmar comes to mind. So that's our main vision.
So, Dinah,
Okay.
when it comes to rice, Wilmar, seems to have a wide range. I mean, you're in charge of rice, right?
Yes.
So please tell us about the range.
Okay, so rice in itself, there are a lot of varieties. But when it comes to Ghana, there are three main varieties or segments that are common in the homes of Ghanaians, which is the Thai. We also have the KDM, and then we have the Vietnam segment. Now, each segment has different features.
Now, did you know that? Did you mention the
Thai,
the KDM,
and then the Vietnam segment?
Wow.
Yes. So it's very important that consumers of rice identify which segment appeals to them, so that they play in that segment.
Okay.
So let me use myself as an example.
Yeah.
I am someone who likes my rice tasty, in single grain, but I'm not too high on aroma. So I like my rice to be moderately, perfumed.
Okay.
For somebody like me, I recommend the KDM segment. And in that segment, Wilmar has Fortune Delight, which is commonly known as Fortune Orange.
Okay.
Now, if you're somebody you prefer a low aroma or perfume, but you still want your rice tasty, and then your rice tasty and single grain, I'll recommend the Vietnam segment. And for that, Wilmar has Fortune Classic, which is commonly known as Fortune Green. Now, if you're on the other side, which is you want very high aroma, very high taste, single grain, then I would advise that you play in the Thai segment. And for that, Wilmar has Excella Gold. So it's very important that consumers know which rice feature is priority to them, so that you're able to choose your brand well.
So, Dinah, you're saying that we have high fragrance,
Yes.
medium to low.
Yeah.
And you satisfy all
Wilmar
those
in
different segments.
all these segments.
Right.
So what we are asking consumers, identify where you play.
Okay.
And then we have a brand to fit every need. So you choose that. Another thing I want to add, which is very important that consumers know, is how you cook your rice. So for us at Wilmar, all our rice brands, even in the Vietnam segment, we have Viking as well, apart from our Fortune Green. But one thing is common when it comes to all our rice variants, is that our rice variants don't require too much water.
Okay.
So if you want your rice to come out as you desire it, which is single grain, tasty, and all that, it's important to know that for every portion of rice you take, it doesn't matter what you use, whether you use a cup, a bowl, If you take 1 bowl of rice or 1 cup of rice, you take 1.5 of that measuring to more of water.
Okay.
So 1 cup of rice is equal to 1.5 cups of water.
Okay.
And with that, it's so convenient. You don't have to keep on checking on the rice. You leave it on fire, 20 to 30 minutes, it's cooked.
So if you're a rice lover, just like me, for me, I can eat rice every blessed day. So here we are. We have the senior brands manager from Frytol talking to us about rice. Dinah, not just rice, not just oil. We see that there's some new products on the market as well from Wilma. Tell us about them.
Yeah. Before I go there, let me just give you one last rice tip. It's very important because our 99 homes of every 100 homes eat rice.
True.
So it's very important we get it right.
Yes.
And we are very enthused about rice. Now, another tip is that there is a way you can even get your rice to come out single grain tasty, no matter the segment. I mean, if you're even playing in the wrong segment. Is that you braise your rice a little in some oil, you fry it a little before you add, your water. In that way, the rice becomes drier, and then when it's cooked, it comes out,
much more tasty,
and single grained. I mean, the way that when you serve it, your guests are happy. Anyway, so to the other segments we play in, recently we've launched our Frytol seasoning range.
Wow.
So yes. You know that when you hear Frytol, it's quality. So you can't go wrong with this one. And then we have our Frytol seasoning in the shrimp. We have chicken. We have the mixed spices, and we have the tomato.
Wow.
So depending on what you are cooking, you have something to choose from. We also have launched and we're very excited about this.
Can I just ask about the Frytol cube? Is it out on the market?
Oh, yes.
Is it available?
It is. It is available. It is available. So anytime you go to the market, check out, ask for your Frytol seasoning, and then you get in all these variants.
It's wonderful. So you don't just go for the rice, the oil. Now you can actually go for your Frytol seasoning as well.
And even in the oil, we are happy to announce that we've launched our sunflower.
Wow.
Yes. So
if
you want to do some tossing and some, light cooking with some oil, you have Frytol sunflower as well.
Wow.
And then we have margarine as well, under the brand of Fortune.
Okay.
The good thing about this margarine too is that it's multi-purpose. So for 1 pack of margarine you buy, you can keep it in your kitchen for cooking, you can keep it there for spreads, and you can keep it there for baking.
Wow.
So, like I said earlier, for us, it's meeting the consumer at every need point when it comes to food. So
that's wonderful. And with Frytol, you can trust that it's high quality. Isn't it wonderful to know that you have all these products on the market from Wilma? We have the oils, we have the margarine, we have the seasoning cubes, we have the variety of rice. Wow, it's exciting now.
Very exciting.
Really exciting. So
and we aren't done yet.
I know. I was just about to ask you, what can we expect for the year 2020 from Wilma?
So in 2020, for now, be assured that we are still going to keep our quality, consistent quality when it comes to all the segments. In our oils, in our rice, in the seasoning, even in the margarine. We promise consumers that our product quality is going to be consistent. Also that we are going to stay in touch and in tune with them. Anytime we identify any need gap, we are sure are going to provide them with something to fill that gap.
And I think we can be sure and trust what Mrs. Diana Darkon has shared with us today. I mean, we've had a full course, a full lesson on how to cook your rice to cook it perfectly. Diana, thank you so much for coming to the studio today to speak to us.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Well, this is week 12. We're getting slowly to the end. It goes up to week 13. So let's see what the judges have got for them today. Stay tuned.
Welcome, chefs.
Thank you, Chef.
And again, congratulations for being our final 3 who are going into the ultimate competition to win the Frytol Enriching Lives 100,000 Ghana Cedi business investment. Congratulations.
Congratulations, contestants. Each of you deserve to be here. But like we've said before, success in business has very little to do with cooking and quite a lot to do with many other aspects of running a business, including knowing how to market yourself and advertise yourselves properly. And today's challenge will speak to those types of skills.
Happy to see you here. All three of you have proven yourselves quite adequately. And for the upcoming tasks, you're going to show even more skill. Not in the kitchen per se, but those things that help you run a business. Because this is what this competition is all about, running a business.
And if I should put it together, culinary skill is very little and not in the kitchen skill per se, the tasks for the day. You are getting ready for your final pitch to convince a panel of judges that you are indeed the deserving contestant to win the investment of 100,000 Ghana cedis. In this task, you are to come up with the following. 1. A concise business plan on PowerPoint. 2. A poster image of your business for publicity. 3. A 30-second television commercial, TVC, idea that will encapsulate what your business establishment will offer should you win the ultimate prize. And 4. You are to come up with a signature dish you will be serving the panel in the next episode. I hope you got that right. Thank you very much. But before we disperse, I have a little surprise for you. Please turn back and look behind you. You are welcome, our other contestants. It's a pleasure having you back on the show. I see the smiles on your faces. I can see that something good is happening in the world of culinary. Congratulations once again. And then, for you, you have the right to choose any two to help you in the planning and the process to the final competition. So, may our evicted contestants come to the side here. Can you line up here so they can see your faces and then they can make those choices as to who they want. Okay, now look at them. On your mind, I know you're selecting any two you want. Any two you want. So, do I leave you to go pick them or should I leave you to call them? How do you want to choose them? You pick them. Okay, so go pick them and come back with your team you have chosen.
One big family. One stone. The stone family. The stone family. The stone family.
Was it intentional for the women to go on one side and the gentlemen to go on one side? Well, that is how you feel comfortable in working with the team you have selected. So what it means is that they are going to help you in your planning stages. If you have any idea you want to solicit, these are the people you can consult. And it is on sacrosanct. You can consult other people, but ultimately, they will be your last help if you don't get anybody. Once again, I say congratulations.
Hey, customer, it's been a long while. See, I have some oil. I'm sure you're going to like it. Which oil have you bought?
Our very own Frytol cooking oil. Now they have it in sachets too. It is a naturally cholesterol-free vegetable oil, very affordable and fortified with vitamin A.
Hey, Frytol sachet, such a cutie.
Not only that, it is hygienic, safe and trusted. Our very own Frytol. You better start selling Frytol sachet if you still want me as a customer.
Customer pa, very soon you will see me live and colored with Frytol sachet. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere, cry.
Cook conveniently with Frytol cooking oil sachet, available in different sizes. Frytol cooking oil. Love your food, love your life.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Welcome to Ghana's premier city center beach resort, La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. Hugging the shores of the Atlantic, La Palm is located inside 30 acres of lush lawns and landscape gardens. From the moment you step through our doors, you are sure to be inspired by the unique design and facilities of La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. Exceed your expectations with a perfect medley of great service and intriguing facilities with a unique Ghanaian touch. We look forward to your next visit. La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. Uniquely golden, traditionally Ghanaian.
So I was thinking about starting the TVC with like a sandwich with layers. So like a club sandwich. So like vegetable layer, meat layer, and then maybe like the sauce that goes in between. Exactly. So it starts that way. It's like zoomed to the sandwich, and it sort of blows up and comes into like a pop-up setting, like sort of what we did with Melissa with the challenge. So like a setting where people are just sitting around eating something, and then that changes into like a kitchen where I'm working on something on the kitchen. Today's task is very similar to the task we had with the business plan episode, but it's a lot more involved and it requires you to use more of your entrepreneurial skills. And I'm hoping that the ideas I've been thinking about all this while, I shall be able to put them to good use. I chose Ganiu and Evangeline to help me out with my task because Ganiu has a very noticeable love for Ghanaian food. And I know Evangeline consumes a lot of foreign culinary content, so I was hoping to get the best of both worlds by consulting with them.
The TVC should show the impression of the customer. So maybe a customer having a cheerful face after consuming your meal, or maybe in the process of consuming it, have a cheerful face that shows maybe he or she, the dish has met his or her expectation.
From the lesson, I also know your fonts should also talk.
So I think with the logo, the current logo I have is cursive. To me, cursive speaks elegance.
Cursive, you know there are different types of cursive.
So it's not the very complicated one where you can read what is there, but it's not in regular block letters where it's just like blue cheese.
With a commercial, I'm looking at either ending a phone call or like being seated and then talking to them. So it's like sealing a deal.
Yeah, so what do you want your plate to look like?
Let's see. Colorful. I will give it a Ghanaian touch.
Like, sketch it and let me see.
Madam, you know I'm bad with drawing. Don't come in.
Okay,
Having Rafiatu and Salome join me for my other tasks, I'm very excited. Rafiatu has all the experience. Salome has a touch of fashion. She really loves good things and she has taste for good things. So having the two on board, I know with God's help, we are going to make it happen.
The food that you've plated, like we pick one that is like really popping, and then we put your logo on it.
Oh wow!
And then we put your contact down somewhere for your social media.
Something that you
poster.
made.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. But it's too simple.
So I was thinking, since my concept is focused mainly on
traditional African,
local indigenous, and then making it presentable, the packaging, taking it to a different level. So I think the TVC should also speak about the concept.
Exactly.
So the TVC, I think it should be have a local dish as a center point.
That makes sense. I was looking probably if the environment could be somewhere like outside, not necessarily in the kitchen because everyone is used to
like we shoot it outside.
With probably in some garden or something.
Whereby we have the local,
that local entity.
Yeah, local thing around there.
And then definitely a local dish being presented in a local way and then in a local environment.
For a local dish, I thought of a top.
That works.
So the plating, we'll do the asanka, the black asanka. Then we'll line it up with the green leaf that we use for the wache style. So the inside the asanka will be black, green, black, green. You get it?
Having Livingston and Francis on my team, I think is of an advantage to me because as they say, we are all wiser after the fact. Ideas that they could have brought in whilst they were in the competition, they got to know them when they got evicted. So I think once they've been brought back to my team, those ideas will be of a benefit to me. And so I'm on the advantage side. 100,000 a day, no one here, Jabanti Kumase for. Yeah, they ba.
Probably it should be because we are looking at the main food going here, therefore, right?
Yeah.
And then alongside, we are looking at some avocado at the side.
Yeah. And then the boiled egg.
And the boiled
these
egg will
colors,
come.
these colors are not really working. Let's just take it that way. We are having the boiled egg.
So don't forget your onions, but most importantly, choosing the right oil makes all the difference. That is why I always choose Frytol.
So what's the story behind Frytol?
At Wilma, where Frytol is made, each and every worker wakes up with you in mind.
Really?
And for the millions of other homes too. There, the experts ensure every bottle of Frytol is rich with great taste that creates memories to last a lifetime. That is why I add required amount of Frytol to taste. Frytol is a cholesterol-free oil fortified with vitamin A.
Now I know why you cook with Frytol.
Yes, and it's the choice of cooking oil in millions of other homes.
Yes, Dad.
Enjoy great tasting meals with Frytol, a cholesterol-free cooking oil fortified with vitamin A. Frytol, love your food, love your life. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
You said aroma Ghana and you wanted it a bit African. This is just one sample I did. So this is one and this is the second. So I'm thinking you kind of prefer this one. Yeah. But please, is there anything you would like me to make adjustments on if it's okay with you or not?
And I think we have golden black here.
Okay. So I can make the change. I can change it to black. For you. Okay, the black is preferred. Please, you mentioned you wanted to do local dishes. So on my flyer, I tried as much as possible to put a lot of the local dishes on the background. So you have the beans with cocoa, and you have the soup, the light soup, you have the T-zets and the fufu and stuff. Hope it's okay. If there's anything you would like to take out, kindly let me know. So this is what I've come up with. I would like you to give me your feedback on it and let me know what your thoughts are.
Okay, I had a little heavy taste. I can see it now.
Okay, so would you like me to add it to it?
Yes, sure.
Okay, so well, why do you want to add bliss in every taste? What's the idea behind the slogan?
Every bit of it should wow you.
Okay. And since you're now setting up, I kind of put it up there, a brand new bakery opening soon. I hope you don't mind.
It's focusing too much on the
bakery.
Oh, okay. So,
And I'm thinking maybe the logo, you should take the white background
of it.
Off it.
Okay.
The pictures are also all focusing on bakery.
So maybe down here you could put
Add some chicken wings or some jollof.
Okay, we'll do. We'll do. So we'll make the change. Is the color okay with you?
I actually was thinking about black for the background and then white for the writing.
Okay.
I'm going to consider what we discussed earlier.
With the writing?
He wanted a signature type of font, so that's why I used a cursive signature font. Please, we didn't discuss your tagline. What's your tagline?
My tagline is benchmark your taste buds.
Benchmark your taste buds. Okay, that's interesting.
Nothing in there that shows that you teach. And there's nothing in there that's showing your food and everything.
I get that. But for me, I think my inspiration is more from other world-renowned brands I've seen. There's nothing inside the Thomas Keller Group logo that tells you that he teaches or that he cooks. Or it's more of a statement name more than a descriptive logo.
Currently in Ghana, we face a problem where our food that we eat is not much more of our culture. It looks as if we are diverting. And so I stand up to bring back our culture and put us back on track.
Okay. So you want the advert to be more about culture?
Yes. Culture with regards to our local foods. What do you think?
Yes, works perfect.
That's
as we talk.
The ad, how long?
Oh, for now, I think 30 seconds will do.
Okay.
That's a smart decision anyway.
What content do you want the viewers to look out for in the ad?
I want them to see the typical infusion of how, or let's say the unique ways of how our dishes are being prepared, which is uncommon to the rest of the world.
You have a concept in mind?
Yeah, so somehow we came up with this idea of presenting our dishes. That is the advert being recorded in the garden, somewhere in the lawn, where we have, you see the traditional arty craft and then all that around. So we're thinking of projecting that in our advert.
All right, no problem. You see, based on the email that we sent you and what you sent to us back, we have a sample of an ad that we'll give it to you to look at. And for the meantime, you can look at it. If you have anything to say, you can say it. Or you can take it home and you email us. But you can have a time to look at it right now and ask any question that you want to ask.
Whilst you read, I want to know the number of people you want in the ad, the cast.
Okay. So I think the three of us will do because they are my partners.
So your brand is Blue Cheese.
Well,
Have you looked at budget?
Not necessarily.
Why?
Well, I thought it would be easy to reproduce, to create, because it's just like 3 dishes. And then, since I know I'll be having these 2 people to help me out.
It's not about the people helping. It's about
Okay.
Do you have a budget?
I was thinking you guys would help with the budget. Like maybe when I give the idea, then you guys give like a budget to go with the idea.
First, whatever the case, you have to start with the budget. Because with your budget, we can know what we can work with. Where do you see your business 15 years from now?
15 years from now, an established restaurant which still centers around education as the main principle under which we give our services. So you don't just come and eat, you come and eat with education as the background. But like a well-established restaurant, preferably farm to table, where we can have seasonality with our dishes and use that to educate our customers as they come and enjoy our food.
How many cast people do you want in your commercial?
I don't know if we can use the same people, but in
Like?
the idea I had, the maximum people in the commercial would be 6.
Including yourself?
No, including me, 7, sorry.
All right, so Georgina, welcome. Thank you. What is the purpose of this advert?
It's to brand G's Bakes and Kitchen Services. Promote it and then tell people what we do best.
And what is the key message you want to send out there for anyone who will be watching?
Basically, what I'm into,
Which is?
pastries and then food.
But do you have a concept as to what you want the TVC to look like?
And
Yes.
If you do, you can tell us about it.
Okay. Hello.
So maybe start the commercial with maybe she ending a phone call or sealing a business deal with a handshake, and then she walks into her working area with her workers cooking, and then she instructs them on what to do and plates different dishes. Then at the end of it, her logo, like they would show her animated logo at the end with her slogan.
All right.
How long should the TVC last?
5 minutes.
Yeah, about 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yes. 5 is too long.
For a TVC. At a horror film.
So today's challenge was in preparation for the big challenge, and we were able to listen to each of the contestants as they planned to do a television commercial, to design their logo for a poster, and meet with a graphic designer and discuss those types of concepts. In observing each of the team, Georgina was assisted by Salome and Rafiatu, and they gave good advice to her in terms of her logo design. I'm not sure that she's very clear on the importance of making a visually interesting advert for the television commercial, but hopefully she'll be able to communicate her strength as a baker. That's what I'm hoping that she'll communicate in the advert. George Frederick, in his planning, he seems to have a very strong idea of how he would like to communicate blue cheese, and I like the fact that it's going to be a combination of close-up images and graphics and showing a wide range of activities and very clear and concise shots. I think he will communicate his 3 or 4 different aspects of the business in a very convincing way. I wish that his logo was a little bit more, had some mnemonic device that spoke to blue cheese. It's blue cheese, but it's in black and silver, and I would like for him to do something that communicates a better message. They seem to want to allow the guests or the viewer to see his logo and draw their own conclusions. But in this era where people are swiping very quickly, something vague like blue cheese, if you don't communicate very clearly, the message could get lost and he might lose opportunity. So hopefully he'll find a way to communicate through his logo and the images that he chooses what he does. I think the pitch that I enjoyed the most came from Albert. Albert has a very strong Ghanaian cultural aspect to his logo design, to the product that he's producing. His vision seems very crystal clear. He's elevating basically Kumasi street food to an internationally acceptable standard, and the strong attention and emphasis on Ghanaian culture through food is being communicated through his logo and his plan for the commercial. So we'll see what the outcome is at the end of this challenge.
Welcome back, viewers. As you well know, this is episode 12. We're nearly at the end of the competition. In this task, this is where we see how our contestants really plan to use the 100,000 Ghana cedis investment should they win. In the studio with me today are 2 of our very, very deserving and hardworking contestants who were sadly evicted in the last episode and the one previous. They are in the name of Salome Ankra and Yakubu Abdul Ganiu. Let's just take a look at their highlights during the time in the competition. Stay tuned.
Oh, I think I'm the best.
You are the best?
Yeah.
Oh, I like your confidence. That's nice.
Ganiu, you've been sliced off the Frytol Enriching Lives competition. Salome, you've been sliced off the competition.
Welcome back. Ganiu,
Yes.
Salome,
Yes.
welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
So for the last, how many weeks? 11 for you, 12 for you. You've been in this competition. Now you've been at home. What has it been like for you? Salome, tell us.
It's been stressful a bit because I had to put business on hold for a bit. So like so much orders, I have to sort almost all my customers out.
Oh,
yeah.
You had to put it on hold. So did you have anybody holding the fort?
Yeah, I supplied to 2 shops, so I made sure I stock up the shops before coming into the competition. So I had to restock now and then sort out people's private events too as well.
So that's for the Baobab ice cream?
Yes,
Baobab
ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yes.
Which, by the way, is a really good product. So when you see it in the shop, make sure you buy it. Ganiu,
Yes, please.
you've been off for the last 1 week. How have you been spending your time?
Yeah, it's great. I just went back to my life and planning the next agenda ahead.
So, did you find it stressful during the competition?
Yeah, in a way, because I have to put someone on to do my teaching for me whilst I'm here.
Okay, so you teach. Where do you teach?
So I work at Create Change as a culinary and bakery trainer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you had to get somebody to cover for you.
Yeah, to cover for me whilst I'm away.
Okay, but the show itself, did you find it stressful?
Nothing good comes easily. So I think I wouldn't say stressful, but I enjoyed it.
You did.
Yeah.
What about you, Salome? Did you find it stressful?
Not really. Not really.
No?
Yeah, it's been a really huge learning process for me. Yeah. There were few things that I didn't know, mostly most of the culinary terms. I learned it from some of my colleagues because they are chefs already. So.
Okay, so did you find the experience useful?
Yeah, it's been an amazing experience. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you find it useful? I mean, I know you said you learned a few things from your colleagues who were professionals. What about you, Ganiu? I mean, you studied catering, so was it useful for you?
Very useful. Very, very useful, because even though I studied, but there are things I still have to learn, because when I came here, I realized there are a lot of things I left behind during my studies, so I have to go back and pick up.
Okay.
Because I needed to be here, I needed to win.
Right.
So I need to go and pick up those things. So it's a very good study.
That's good to know, that at least there's a few things that even people who have studied it, professionally still, learn something from it. What about our judges? Salome, how did you find them?
They were cool.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah. They actually pushed us, bring out our best. So I think they are the best judges we could ever have, because if they were soft on us, we wouldn't have improved the way we have so far. So they've been good. Yeah.
And Ganiu, what did you think?
Yeah, they were amazing.
Yeah.
I would say I like Chef Joe, but I love Melissa.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, because she behaves like a mother.
Okay.
And I really love that. And Chef Joe, he is just a mentor. He's pushing you to see the potentials in you.
It's like the tough dad you have at home.
Yeah. He will do anything to bring up the best in you.
Yes,
So
I think he's tough, but he manages to do it with love as well.
Yes,
So
yes.
at the end of the day, you don't feel, down, or you don't feel like he's just picking on you, because he's actually trying to make sure that you do learn and become better as chefs. So do you have anybody that you are tipping to win, Ganiu?
I would say, John always say, may the best or the lucky one. So I think at this juncture, you can't actually predict who would win.
Yeah.
But let's hope.
What about you, Salome?
Same here. Same here.
The best person.
Because you can't really tell.
Yeah. I always
I'm
say,
sure when we came in, we thought we were going to win.
of course. And each one of you has got the potential to win, because as you well know, we had the auditions from across the country, and you guys came up top. So you're all winners in your own right.
Yes.
Yes, definitely. So can I ask about your future plans? The near future. What are your plans, Salome?
Mine is to distribute Baobab ice cream in major shops like ShopRite, Shell Shops, and all that. Yeah. And then hopefully out of Ghana.
So how are you doing at the moment? How has it been so far for you in terms of volume?
In terms of volume, it has really increased. I'll be supplying to my third shop. Coming week. So,
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. So right now I supply to the shop Accra in Osu. And then a vegan restaurant inside ANC Mall.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And I think Ghana is just ready for your kind of products, really.
Yes, because everybody needs to eat healthy.
Yes, exactly. It's wonderful. Ganiu, what about you? You're near, the future plans.
I think I will make sure that it snows in Tamale.
Snow in Tamale.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Because I have this plan of bringing up a lot of companies within my jurisdiction. That's why I came up with the Snow Company Limited, because I'm actually interested in farming and in culinary arts.
And
so my model is like from farm to the production industry.
Which again feeds into the lifestyles of people these days. Everybody wants to eat healthy. Everybody wants to know what they're eating, where it's coming from. And I think a place like Tamale, there's a great potential for doing, culinary in a... I mean, like we've seen the kind of food that you produce.
Yes.
So I know that you will all be very, very successful. So, well, I hope this will make you happy. Wilma doesn't, allow anybody to come be part of this competition and go with empty hands. So each one of you will receive an amount of 7,000 Ghana cedis, to help with your baobab ice cream and hopefully to make sure that the snow falls in Tamale. So I would like to thank you both for coming and also to wish you all the best in all your endeavors. And I'm sure we'll see you soon. Yeah, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Well, so this has been another exciting episode of the Frytol Enriching Lives cooking reality TV show, the biggest cooking show on your screens. We promised you when we started, right? And I'm sure you agree with me that we have fulfilled our promise. 7 gone, 2 more left before we can actually crown the ultimate winner, the very first winner of the Frytol Enriching Lives cooking competition. Well, voting opens from today right through to the end of the competition. So keep voting for that favorite one of yours. We have George, Georgina, and Albert up to win the ultimate prize. So keep voting. We keep saying that it is not just up to our judges to decide, but you have as much as say. So keep voting for them. And for those highest voters, keep voting because we still have your New Year hampers for you. Also, look out for that trivia question. Yes, we have another exciting question for you today after the program. Well, until we meet again next week, where we decide who actually wears the crown, who goes away with that 100,000 Ghana cedis business investment. It's bye-bye for now.
Frytol Text and Win promotion. Which of the following rice brands is not produced by Wilma Ghana? A. Excella Gold. B. Frytol Gold. C. Fortune Delight. Text your answers to WhatsApp number 0248 133 033 to win a loaded New Year's hamper from Frytol.
Can you cook? You got the skills, you got the look. Believe in yourself. Frytol Enriching life. Frytol Enriching life. Wanna be a star. Frytol Enriching life.